Hello there, I'm Doseku, and welcome to Ponyvania, older over Christia, a My Little Pony fan game that's also a Castlevania fan game. Let's start the game, shall we? So we got difficulties for normal, hard, or brutal. We're gonna stick with, You know what? Today I feel like we should be switching to hard, so let's do it. There we go, perfect. Gonna have go kept at 30 and number of players at 1. Alright, now here we are at a simple looking yet complex screen for character creation. We can choose our gender, which is gonna be male or female. Now this choice gives a slight difference. Females get more MP, while males will get more HP. Coming down to the type, we got Earth, which is the strongest but doesn't have much mobility. Pegasus, which is balanced and has a lot of mobility. And Unicorn, which is the slowest in running, has the lowest jump, but has the strongest attack power, or strongest scale power, as it were. We're gonna go balanced, and we're gonna go with Pegasus, because why not? And there's actually other reasons. Now, if you see here, we got one of the main 6 selected, at least their setup. To actually choose their setup for it, once you select what is one of the main 6, you just press the attack button, and there you go. So right now we got Twilight Sparkle. Or we can go back to Rarity, Pinkie Pie. I think we're gonna stick with Rainbow Dash for a moment here. Alright. So now if we move down to colors, these colors will also give you various stat boosts. Going more towards red will give you strength. Green will give you constitution, which I guess is HP. And being dominant in the blue color type will actually boost your intellect. That works for both their main and their body colors. I'm actually unsure if it works for the eyes though. Oh well. Now of course we can use our cutie marks, which you really can't see since we're going with Pegasus. But we can select random here. And there we go. So I like this one. We're gonna go with this pony, but we're gonna make her a Pegasus. Just make sure it's a female, of course. There we go. And I think we're ready to start our game. Alright, so let's start this off. We got our tutorial stage. Now another neat thing is, depending on the class of pony we chose, they can actually wield different kinds of weapons. But since we're a Pegasus, I think we're going to stick to trident type weapons for now. And there's why I like the Pegasus. We can fly, which will make things easier in later levels. And I believe Pegasus is the only one that can fly. This are geared towards mobility. What's this? Ah. Oh, I guess we lost all our weapons. Huh. Oh well, let's go inside here and see what we got. So we gotta meet someone on the top floor, eh? So Luna here is questioning why her sister summoned us. Which is a good question, I suppose, but you know what? It really doesn't matter. We're here to do a job and we're gonna do it. Of course, we're gonna save first. Now, the door to the left there, we can't go in this door right now. That's for later on. So the one room left, and that's this one. Nope. So our primary task is to go get the elements from people have stolen. And right there is a statue of Discord, glowing red and ominously. So, with the objective in hand, let's go save the game. Come on, there we go. Yeah! Now, as far as I know, we can actually maintain flight near indefinitely, which is pretty good. The royal guard here is going to give us a tutorial on equipping weapons and skills. And here's our first weapon, the spear. I do not know why this guy has to look so angry. Maybe it's stoic. Although his actual pixel art makes him look kind of saddish, or at least his in-game character, not his portrait. Oh well, here we go. So we can equip and unequip our sphere. Now of course, enter is what you want to do to get in and out of menus. Because if you don't, you could end up unequipping or equipping wrong items. So let's give our skills. We've got Gale Force, two sweeping horns, a shuriken, and Fulgor, Lightning. And of course, this is our passive. Which we want. We want to take less damage right now. We're kind of weak. We're not really a Pegasus. I don't know why he's... Oh wait, no, we are a Pegasus. My bad, I was thinking Unicorn. Because again, Unicorns are the ones that are actually geared more towards skill use, that uses magic. We will actually be using magic a little later on, though. So here's our map, and let's move on to Everfree Forest. Alright, so there's our attack. Oh, oh, we got a cape. Let's take care of this guy first before we equip. Come on, ow! No! Okay, I think we're safe. Let's get rid of this guy at least. There we go. Hey, sweet, we leveled up. Alright, so let's do this. Let's see, oh, nope, try this again. There we go, cloth cape. Well made shabby, but it gives us, defensive 5, which is nice. Ooh. Right, now that chest there will always contain money. And these guys are a pain in the butt. Because you really only have a chance to... You can't get too close to them. The bone scimitars... Oh, we're dead. The bone scimitars will swing their sword at you if they're close enough, and... The spear is kinda slow. So you have to come in, swipe, and then get the hell out of their way. Ooh, hiking pavilion. So we got a new saddle. Of course, it looks like I'm not doing too well here. Alright, well, let's equip our little buddy here. No, that's not an accessory. Oh, there you go. Increases the defense up to 6. Nice. Let's put it on. There we go. Alright, now, one of the cool things is, this game technically gives you unlimited lives. So you can keep dying, and come back over and over again, all the while grinding your levels up if you're too weak to take on a particular foe. And I got killed by one of those things. Ugh. Darn those oons. Darn them all. Come on. Yeah. Now we can knock those axes out of the sky with our spear attack if we know where they're coming from. And they usually only shot no, they usually only shot either from the middle or low. So we can duck and hit, or we can just stand and hit and knock the axe out if we see it coming. Alright, another level up. Now, of course, sometimes our attack is too slow and we have to wait for the sphere to come back before we jump. So, you gotta be careful when dealing with an axis because, well, as you saw, I couldn't jump in time to avoid it, even though this Kizzo Sphere was coming back. But we made it, and let's keep going. Now you want to be careful, those guys there, the purple mist can poison you, as I'll show you in a few moments here. Yeah. Oh, there we are, we're poisoned. So thankfully the poison doesn't do much damage as of yet, but it can be a pain, especially if you're low on health. But at least I've gotten smarter about this place, and our avoiding enemies a lot easier now. You won't get me a second time, Iconoid. Alright, Water of Life. Water of Life provides us a full heal, at least on health as far as I've seen so far. With the wisps are really no dangers to it at all. We just run away and turn in and strike. That's all you gotta do. I don't think they even really do all that much damage when they hit you. Alright, so the other Maconoid mushroom that the other Maconoid dropped was actually health, while the one we just picked up was poison. Something to keep an eye on and remember. Ah well. So let's use our Water of Life. There we go. We'll heal. And we got a mid-boss. The Allura-un. Now, of course, this incarnation is the same attacks that you've seen in any of the Castlevania she's been in. She has little things come out of the ground, and that's all she really does. And she's dead. Yay. Right, so, with the death of the mid-boss, we are now at the midpoint of this level. And that's also our checkpoint. Now, of course, we still gotta be careful. We only got 44 HP left. I think we can make it with that. Now, another cool thing is, these will-o-wisps here can break apart, but they can also recombine with each other to make a bigger one all over again. That chest will always have the rice ball, so you always get 69 health out of there. Which is something I should have saved for this area, considering I'm taking a bit of damage here. Ooh, almost had us, but we got him. Alright, the peekaboo. Hey, it's a monocle. Let's go equip it. Now this is our first accessory. It'll allow us to see the enemy's health. There we go. It doesn't really add anything to any of our stats. However, there are later accessories that will do that kind of thing. Wendigos are fairly simple. As you saw there, all you gotta do is just stand there and hit them. They do circle closer and closer though, and they tend to stay in the same area. So you can run into a problem where you have something like that, and you're forced to move and therefore get hit. Yeah. But it looks... I was going to say it looks like we had those, ooh. Now this is a new feature on this version of the game. The earlier versions of this game did not have a way to return to the map once you died. And this one gave it to us at the midpoint, which is nice. Although we'll never use it though, because I intend to get past level 1. But maybe it's useful if you decide to grind in a level, and you're ready to exit once you're finished grinding to whatever level or you need to be at, or getting the money you need. Now, fun fact, for most of this time, that Axe Knight there will actually throw the axe low. He will never really throw it mid. Alright, so let's heal up. And let's get out of here. Now, as you can tell, I am not the kind of person that likes to use magic if I can just strike with physical. So for the most part, I won't even be using magic unless I feel it's necessary. Ugh. No, I couldn't do anything there because he had the Wendigo, which would have hit us. And now it's coming back. Oh, it almost had us too. Oh wow. Oh shoot. I think we're good, I think we're good. Ah. Alright, I still think we're good. We got some health, yay. Now I just gotta get rid of the skeleton and move forward. And here we are, our first boss. Alright, so she wants us to beat her so we can get the element of harmony from her. Let's do it. Now, Gilda has a few simple attacks. At least initially. She's got the ground thing there where she sends a shockwave across the ground, she swoops, and she will shoot spikes at you. But of course we died. Alright, well let's try this again. Blah 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 blah. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Ow. Now she is also capable of sending 2 shockwaves across the screen at once also. But they're usually on one on each side of her. And she has one more attack that's melee when she gets close to you, and that's where she'll swipe at you. But we died. Okay, so if you die enough times, you get greeted by mysterious alicorn, who basically says, "Hey, you set the difficulty too high for yourself. I can lower the difficulty for you, but it's gonna go on your permanent record." So, since clearly hard is too tough for me, let's lower our difficulty back down to normal. And let's move forward. That's one of the things I like about this game is it kind of takes pity on you if you're doing very badly at it. And plus it lets you lower the difficulty if you're in over your head. Now, I don't know if we can actually go lower than normal, but we'll see. I'm gonna give this game plenty of chances to do that. Now, of course, one of the few things normal mode does, one of the things I believe it does is it will lower enemy health. And it might actually remove a couple enemies from this particular zone. I don't really remember, we'll find out when we get there, I guess. So, for instance, for loaded health, I believe these Wendigos used to take, was it 4 strikes to kill, and now they only take 3. Oh, and hey, they're actually weaker on defense too, because before we could only hit for 6, now we're hitting for 7. Nice. Alright, so... anything over here? These guys. Oh, ow. Gonna take a whole lot less HP too. But we got a new cloak, let's put it on. Now, enemies don't always drop items, but when they do, it looks pretty good. Look at that. we might be tough enough to take on the boss now. Ow. Yeah, I think they did get rid of the skeleton. Nice. Alright, so let's do this right. Let's take on Gilda. Now that super attack is actually pretty easy to avoid, as you've seen there. All you gotta do is, well, stay in the middle of the screen and jump at the right time. Now, one of the things that makes this fight kind of long is the fact that Gilda spends most of her time in the air. And we really can't hit her there unless we intend to fly up there and get her ourselves. But doing so puts us in the path of, well, her needle attack, which do spawn chasing after us, like that. And there's our magic. We use lightning and whatever wind ability was. And neither did jack all damage to her. Especially compared to with what our spear can do. Maybe things are slightly different if we're a unicorn. Maybe our unicorn has stronger magic attacks. Oop. I got lucky there. I think for that part, all you gotta do is listen for the audio cue. Once you hear it, you jump. But really, you've seen all of Gilda has to offer, and, well, she's nearly dead. So it won't be much longer now. Oh yeah, and then there's this, the whirlwind move. Now we can pretty much avoid this by standing in the corner of the screen. And you saw the double ground attack she had. Alright, come on down, we gotcha. Here we go. Yeah! And down she goes. Well, let's collect our Element of Harmony. Casual, thank you. This bow. There we go. Look at Discorda. And let's roll. Alright, so join me next time as we see what the shop has and move on to the next level. Thanks for watching.